Hey, Miss Townsend. I'm going to be talking about SK School of Special Education. SK School of Special Education is named after and dedicated to the very first child I helped in an EC classroom, and the same child I later became a habilitation technician for. Sandy K is the reason I am so passionate about special education and is the reason I want to become a teacher. In all of these pictures, this is Sandy K. Sandy K is such a special little girl, full of joy, love, happiness, and absolutely loves Mexican food. Sandy K has a condition called Prader-Willi syndrome. Along with this, she also is nonverbal, has severe autism, high levels of anxiety, and a learning deficiency. Sandy K has had a long journey, but doesn't cease to go a day without a smile on her face and happiness in her heart. Sandy K has inspired me to open the school so that I can help more children like her to be accepted by others and feel that even though they are different, they can and will succeed in life. Okay, our school location, type, and funding. SK School of Special Education is in Wilmington, North Carolina in New Hanover County. SK School of Special Education is a public school strictly for students who have different disabilities and for students who need to be in a self-contained special education classroom. Some disabilities would include Prader-Willi syndrome, severe autism, Down syndrome, severe learning disabilities, and deaf blindness disorder, and then other disabilities as well. New Hanover County schools are funded about $1,954,092.01 each year. The teacher's salary ranges between $37,676 to $54,863. The teacher's salary fluctuates depending on the number of years you have worked and the level of experience you have. Okay, my mission statement. So, here at SK School of Special Education, we give students an environment and team that celebrates each student's differences, along with helping each student reach their fullest potential inside and outside of the classroom. Here, we see the able and not the label. We strive for student success and want our students to know they are capable of anything. Our staff. We have all office workers, like principal, vice principal, and we have a finance person. We have 5 guidance counselors, 1 per grade level. We have 2 on-site occupational therapists, 2 on-site speech pathologists, 3 on-site BCBAs, 40 special ed teachers. It's like 2 to 5 per class, depending on the class size. And then we have paraprofessionals, 2 per class, and we have resource teachers. Our parent and community involvement. We have lots of fun events going on. We have parent and student dances, like a daddy-daughter dance or a mother-son. We have school field trips where parents are welcome. We have fall festival, which is open to the entire community. We have our school programs, which is only for parents. School plays, which is open for the entire community. And we have a Christmas festival, which is all the community as well. Our programs, features, and resources. Of course, we are an all EC school. We have multiple sensory rooms. Right here is what a sensory room looks like. And then this is our seclusion room. The difference being the sensory room allows for students to decompress while also being in contact with others. And the sensory room is more isolated. And then we have our in-school therapist. We have our speech pathologist, and they both work on the school campus. And then we have our flexible seating, which is why I inserted a special ed swing. This is a picture of my classroom, and then this is the actual model. This is just a sample classroom of what the EC class would look like. So right over here, we have our flexible seating. We did little pom-poms for beanbag chairs. Right over here is our seclusion room, and I put a beanbag in there as well so students can be comfortable. Students have their reading wall. Over here, we've got inspirational posters so that they can be encouraged. Right over here is our smartboard area. This is where I will teach a lot of lessons. And then right over here, this is the teacher space. Students will know. That's why I have the teacher space on the wall. They know we don't go where the teacher's desk is. We don't go past the teacher's desk. That is only for her. Nobody else goes back over there. And for the seclusion room, students will have a sign-in, sign-out sheet, so they can pretty much reserve a time, and so I know who's in there at all times. And if they want to go in there, they just put their name down, and then they can go. And this is the front. At the front, I have Art We Creative, because it's a play on words, because aren't they creative? But it's Art We Creative. And then we have Welcome to my special ed class. I want everybody to ring the doorbell because I don't need any children eloping. So nobody can just open the door. The door will be locked at all times, so they have to ring it, and then I look to see who's there. And then I just have Welcome to my classroom and our class number. So that's what a sample class would look like. Okay. And then me as a teacher. As a teacher, I want to create a safe space where my students can learn and grow. I want to create experiences for my students where they can learn but also have fun. Our classroom will be full of hands-on learning as well as group learning. This way, students can learn through experience, and students can also learn how to work with others, just how they have to outside of school. My responsibility as a teacher is to encourage, love, instruct, guide, assess their learning, and create a positive and safe space for students. Our class schedule. So each schedule differs from grade to grade, but just as like a rough draft for mine, we have drop off at 7:30 to 8:15, and in between that time, students can play in like the sensory areas in the room, classroom toys, they can eat their breakfast, etc., stuff like that. 8:15 to 8:25, we have our morning announcements. 8:25 to 8:35, we have bathroom break. 8:40 to 9:40, we have resources. 9:40 to 9:50, we have bathroom break. 9:50 to 11:30, we have class work time. 11:30 to 12:15, we have lunch. 12:15 to 12:45 is recess. 12:45 to 2:45 is class work time. 2:45 to 3 is snack, and then 3 to 3:15, we pack up and go home. My teaching philosophy. As a teacher, I have a progressivist and existentialist teaching style. I keep in mind all my students' needs and equip them with the knowledge that will take them further in life. I want my students to find out who they are and know that they can do anything they put their minds to. Just because they're different doesn't mean they aren't capable. My students will be able to show that there is more than one way to do something, and that it's okay to make mistakes in our class. Mistakes are how we learn. This also allows for self-discovery and deeper thinking in the classroom. My instructional method. In my classroom, each student will have a different time slot to work with either me or the pairs in my classroom. Students will rotate between us while getting breaks in between. If me or a para is still working with another student when it's time for that child to come to us, they know they can go to one of the sensory stations in the classroom until we call them over to do work. When I teach, I give instruction but also create an experience. I have learned that each child learns differently, and I want to create an experience for each child based off of how they learn best. Classroom management. In my classroom, students will respect the teacher and each other. We don't talk back to others, hit others, make fun of others. We keep a clean desk area. We clean up after ourselves, depending on the disability and severity, because some obviously can't clean up after themselves, but if you can, we're going to teach you that. And then we love our friends because in our classroom, we are a family. We allow others to have space, and again, we respect each other. That is the biggest thing for me. We have to respect each other. If a student were to break any of the rules, they will receive a warning. Each student will get 3 warnings before a message gets sent home to parents. If a student continues to disobey, they get their recess taken away. If a student continues to disobey after this, they go to the office and will see the principal with the teacher and a parent present to figure out what happened, if something is going on, and our next steps going forward to ensure that this behavior doesn't happen again. Okay, my closing statement. Thank you, and I hope you choose SK School of Special Education for your child to attend. Again, remember we focus on the able and not the label. We want your kids to know that they are loved and welcome, even if they are a little bit different. They can do anything they put their minds to, and we would love to have them here at SK. And then my citations. Thank you.